Hi guys, welcome back to another video. Today we're doing something a little different. This is a makeup therapy video. As you can see, here's my skin, very discolored, prone acne, hormonal acne, discoloration, peach fuzz, and lots of texture. I want to embrace the inner me, the natural me, and so today we're doing a makeup. I'm going to start out first with e.l.f. Super Hydration Moisturizer. To moisturize the lips, I'll be using the e.l.f. Ride or Die Lip Balm to give myself some moisture and a little bit of color. Next, I'll be using this e.l.f. brow pencil, but I'll be using the spoolie end to just fluff up my brow hairs to make sure they are not crazy and they are in place for when I do my brows. Taking my favorite Salon Perfect brow powder product, I'll be using the lighter side. This is a little old, but that's okay. Then I'm going to be taking my Real Techniques slanted brow brush as an applicator to apply my brow product on my brows. Now I'll be taking my spoolie and fluffing out the color so that they are nicely blended well together and not discolored. Next, taking my Glamouflage Heavy Duty Concealer in the shade Light, I'm going to be applying it under my eyebrows to give it a clean cut look. Now I'm taking my ordinary pink wet beauty blender and I'm patting the concealer down in place so it looks nice and flat. Now I'm taking two of my favorite concealers and I'm gonna blend them together. First is Revolution, the Conceal and Hydrate in shade F8. This is slightly darker for my skin tone. And then I'm taking my Rimmel Lasting Finish 25-Hour Breathable Longwear Foundation in the shade 101 Classic Ivory. This is slightly lighter for my shade. We're going to do one pump of the Revolution and squeeze it on the back of my hand. Then I'm going to be taking my second foundation, and since it has an applicator, I would just use what's on the applicator and put it on behind my hand next to the Revolution foundation. Now it's time to mix to get the perfect foundation shade for my face. Because we mixed, there's a lot of foundation on there. We're going to take what's on the brush as a foundation, but taking the excess to conceal the top of our brows to give it that nice sharp look. I've noticed that this brow is slightly rounder, so I'm going to take the excess brow powder on my brush and just give it a little more sharp corner and then fix what's needed to match the other side as best as possible. We're back again with the pink wet beauty blender. We're going to just blend away the foundation to match my skin until it looks nice and smooth all together. Coming up close and personal, taking the foundation that I've created, I'm going to be applying it as little dots and strokes around my face to give it an even application. Normally I would color code and prime, but for the sake of this video I did not. I just went ahead and applied on the foundation as I normally would. And then once again, we're going to blend the foundation into our skin to give it one smooth final color. Taking the same Glamouflage concealer, I'm going to be concealing my eyeballs in the inner corner and then dragging it out to my brow line and then a little bit on my nose and wherever that I feel is necessary. Taking my flat concealer brush and I'm spreading it out a little bit so it can cover more areas and also so it'll be easier to blend when I use my beauty blender. This will not be the last time you'll see this pink beauty blender. I'm going to gently blend my concealer down into my face and making sure that it's all nice and even. Before I set everything in place, I'm going to take my Revolution contour stick in the shade F15. Yes, F15. It's quite darker for my shade, so I'm going to just gently tap where I need to be contoured and bronzed and just take my time with this. Once again, with the pink beauty blender, we're going to dab and dab and dab until it all blends all nicely together. Then taking the e.l.f. HD powder, I'm going to pour some into the lid, and just a little goes a long way. Because I've lost my compactor sponge thingy, I'm going to use this big fluffy brush and set in place where I have concealed or where my concealer have touched. Here we have our NYX Ultimate Shadow Palette, and I believe this is the Phoenix version. As you can see, it's pretty red, yellowy orange, like those colors. We're gonna be using that brownish eyeshadow look. Okay, we're gonna be using that one and taking a small brush to apply it all over our lid. Simply, I'd start at the end of my crease and then just work my way into the middle and inner corner. That way it can have like a smaller opaque gradient effect. Taking a fluffy brush, I'm going to just fluff out the eyeshadow and just kind of blend it all together so it's not so choppy. Then I'm taking this NYX Ultra Pearl powder. It's very like shiny and shimmery, and I'm going to be taking a little bit and dabbing it in the inner corner of my eyes to give it a, I guess you could say, a popped look. Taking our lashes, these are the Ione Dollar Tree brand lashes, and we're going to be attempting to make a cat eye look. So we're going to stick the end of the lash to where the eyelid starts or ends, I suppose, and then just kind of angle my lashes downward, and we're going to struggle a little bit, but that's okay. The goal is to have a little gap just like that, and don't worry, we will fill it in with some eyeliner just like that. Then we're going to be taking we're going to be taking our pen eyeliner from e.l.f. or eyeliner pen from e.l.f. in the shade Coffee, and we're going to fill in the gaps. But before that, we're going to make a wing, your desired wing, and then fill in the gaps, just so that it isn't too noticeable that we slanted the eyelash. Then we're going to take our Milk makeup. This is a small travel sized sample from Sephora in the shade Work. It is a lip and cheek product. I'm pretty sure this is the last time you'll see this pink beauty blender sponge, and since the product was a cream, we're going to be blending it into our skin. Then to kind of set that cream blush in place, we're going to take this Bare Minerals Gen Nude in the shade That Peach Though, and we're going to just apply it in the same place that we had applied the cream blush. Then we're going to just take the beauty blender one last time, I promise. And we're going to blend everything seamlessly, and so it's nice and flush with everything else. Second to last step is highlight. We're using the brand Revolution in the shade, or I guess you can say style, Dare to Divulge. Along with that, we're using my Bretman Rock that was collaborated with Wet n Wild brush. And I'm just gonna give it a little swirl and apply it to my cheekbones and my nose bridge and wherever that I like. Lastly, we're going to be taking my Pony Effect lipstick. Sorry, it's very blurry and it's not focused. Oh, and it's upside down. This is, however, the shade 002, not 200. Don't be a silly one like me. Ta-da! This is our final look. I hope you enjoyed as much as I did filming and doing my makeup. If you have not, please subscribe, comment, and like this video. I'll see you guys soon.